A lot of our biggest fights always happened in the car, driving. And they happened because Karen would say, well, Karen, I scared her to death. I mean, the way I drove. But I'm the greatest driver in the world. You know, all my relatives, race car drivers in my mind, my dreams. But so I'd be driving, and Karen, and Karen's very animated. She's not a quiet passenger. And she's a backseat driver, A, and B, grabbing the dash, screaming, putting her feet up on the dash, all that kind of stuff. And so it just would grate. I'd get in the car and it would just grate on me. She'd be over there griping. And so one day I thought to myself, I don't care how she feels. Now, when we started dating, I did. When we started dating, I picked her up in my car, and I was so careful how I drove. I remember thinking, I don't want to upset her. I want her to like me. I want her to fall in love with me. So I'm going to be super careful how I drive. And I was. That went out the window. And she would sit over there and she would complain the entire time I was driving. I didn't care. And the day came when I slowed down. And Karen is the type of a person that this is men. I know some of the men will understand this. One stoplight, she'll say, you could have made that. The next stoplight, she'll say, you're trying to kill us? You ran through that stoplight. So what I've learned is there is no right answer. Okay, so some of the men are getting some healing out of this. But what I've learned is this: life is better when I care. I care that I'm scaring you. I care that I'm upsetting you. If I see that this is upsetting you, I care about your feelings. See, we always care about each other's feelings when we first date and start relating, don't we? I mean, we always do. You're extremely empathetic when you first meet a person. And empathy means to put yourself in another person's shoes. See, here's a great thought. I wonder what it's like to be married to me. Listen to this one. I wonder what it's like to be on the other side of my mouth. You ever thought about that one? Kind of a scary thought sometimes. But on the other side of my mouth is a person's heart, is a person's feelings. You fall in love for two reasons. Number one, you admire something in another person. And number two, you like the way they make you feel about yourself. You don't fall in love with the person that makes you feel bad about yourself. You fall in love with a person because they do something positive to your emotions. I care about how you feel.